When life as you knew it has crumbled and you find yourself standing amid the remnants of a relationship that you probably thought was forever when it started out, the typical advice can feel painfully inadequate. How do you move forward? What if you could change your what went wrong into a roadmap for personal growth? When every picture, every song, and every memory reminds you of the life that you had, and maybe at least part of you wishes you still had, how do you rise from the ashes of a life burned to the ground? You probably survived by telling yourself, never again. I'm never going to let myself be in this situation again. Well, what if you could flip your never again into more than a motto of being at rock bottom and transform it through a step-by-step process that allows you to take complete control of your next chapter? What would you say if I told you that you can construct a fortress of self-worth that no relationship will be able to shake? Here's the thing. Truth be told, I hate making videos like this. But the fact is that you are in a really difficult place. The pain that you're in and the things that you're going through and the changes that you're having to make are really difficult things to face and really difficult things to work through. And the fact is that I have some really good information and some really good tools to make this moment in your life and this journey so much more easy, so much easier, and so much more effective than not knowing these things and then not having access to these things. And so I just want to get these things into your hands, and I want you to know that what you're going through doesn't have to last, and that there are effective ways of coping and working through it and ineffective ways of coping and working through it. And this video and getting this information to you is the only way to be able to get you exposed to this information. As I'm sure you've discovered, there are some things nobody ever tells you about surviving and thriving after the kind of heartbreak that you're on the heels of. So please keep watching this video to discover the crucial steps most people miss when rebuilding their lives after heartbreak. Chances are pretty good that you've probably tried it all. Tony Robbins, therapy, self-help books, maybe even workshops that promise healing. You've probably binged on Matthew Hussey videos, but you've got to find some real relief, some understanding, and an actually executable and workable way forward. You've started the work, but where do you go from here? You're coming face to face with a lot of your demons. You're being confronted with every negative thought you've ever had about yourself and questioning whether or not they're true. The biggest part of you wants to believe that you're not destined to stay in this pain, but you're not finding any real relief that would prove that fear wrong. My name is Dr. Denim Slade, and my team and I consult with individuals and couples worldwide from all walks of life, from those just starting out to those who are totally burned out. Our mission is to help you get out of the pain that you're in, get back on your feet, and move forward into a future that's stronger and more vibrant than ever before. Navigating through the aftermath of your heartbreak is incredibly painful, and it's important to acknowledge that. The reasons behind your past relationship struggles, whether they were due to compatibility issues or simply unfortunate decisions, they are not a reflection on your worth. Understanding why things didn't work out is a crucial step towards healing and finding peace. Now, standing at this pivotal crossroads in your life, you really do get to decide where you go next. And that means working on yourself and working on your life. Ironically, it doesn't feel like work when it has the power to completely transform your life. It doesn't matter what brought you to this point. You've already taken the hardest step, which was letting go of something that wasn't working, but that was at least comfortable and known. And you've courageously stepped into the unknown with the hope of giving yourself a new opportunity to truly thrive. Here you are standing at the gate of a whole new life, and that's a great place to be. So where do you go from here? The good news is that you do not have to reinvent the wheel. With somewhere around 50% of first marriages ending in divorce, you're certainly not the first person, nor, unfortunately, will you be the last to find yourself where you are right now. Where do you want to be in your life at this time next year? That's the most important question that I want you to have in the back of your mind. I have a program designed specifically to help pull you out of the devastation of your life and show you the way forward. We work intimately with our clients and have a high standard of quality that we maintain for our clients. In order to be able to provide the level, the quality, and the personalized care that we do, you will be part of a group of no more than 10 people who can understand you and support you while you walk through our tried and true program. Now, I truly believe that things come into your life at the time when you most need them. It may very well not be a coincidence that you found us right now. This is a unique opportunity. So if this feels right for you, now's the time. But if you get through this video and book a call with me and don't feel like it's the right thing for you to do right now, you will have at least learned some new information and some crucial steps that you can take in your life to help move forward. If it's okay, I want to share someone's story with you who has traveled down the road that you're on right now. She's an incredible woman that I've had the privilege to work with, and her name is Camille. Over the past year, she's faced extraordinarily challenging changes in her life and in her relationship. But despite her marriage ending, the most significant transformation has been within herself. Camille has come to realize not only that she wants more out of her life and her relationships, but also that she's worthy of so much more than what she's had. And Camille has more hope now for her future than she has in the last several years. Getting to coach her, to run alongside her in the grueling marathon that is life sometimes, has been so rewarding. And this is why I love what I do. See, one of the things that you can count on is that healthy works. It can change your life profoundly if you let it. I've seen it happen time and again. It's not like healthy works every time. I do this, I always get this. But across time, healthy works and unhealthy doesn't. So if you learn what healthy is, and if you consistently do that, you will get good results in your life across time. As you're watching this, you might see yourself in any or in all of the following situations. I want you to consider which one sounds most like you right now. 1, you're looking around at your life and your situation and wondering, how in the heck did I get here? How did things get this bad? And more importantly, how do I pick up the pieces and where do I go from here? It feels like your life is in shambles and you're desperate for relief. Perhaps you feel like you've been burned in your past relationship and now you're struggling to believe in your own worth and future happiness. Maybe you've spent your life doing things for other people and you're tired of keeping your own needs on the back burner. You might have felt alone in your previous relationship and you don't want to spend the rest of your life feeling this way. But you also don't want to jump back into another relationship just to have the same results. Or maybe you feel like everyone wants a piece of you, but you have nothing left to give and you're not sure how to keep going when life has left you completely empty. Maybe you've slapped every one of the recommended band-aids on your pain, hooking up, exercising to get that revenge body, partying, locking yourself in your room, binging on self-help books, videos, classes, or even support groups. And yet you're still here feeling stuck and sad. But here's the thing. You do not have to keep feeling this way. You see, the old way of doing things leaves a lot to chance. So many seem to just white knuckle through the pain long enough for something, for anything to take, in the hopes that life will feel normal again and that they might feel like themselves again someday. Yet, you look around and there seem to be a few people here or there that do get back on their feet and that do seem to be happy again. But there are also so many people that you see around you whose lives have literally imploded and they continue to be a chaotic mess for both themselves and for their children. So what's the difference? What have those lucky few figured out that the masses haven't figured out yet? This ineffective way of coping forces you to make concessions. You settle for well enough because you think that that's all you're going to get out of your future. And part of you assumes that real joy isn't in the cards for you anymore, that life has damaged you beyond repair, or you withdraw completely. But the fact is that this is not who you are, which is why you're still swinging. You are determined to figure out how to turn this painful moment in your life into meaningful change and happiness. And to do this, we have to turn the old ways on their heads. You, your life, and relationships will thrive again. And the part that I love, the really good news, is that there's actual science about what it takes to healthfully and effectively put your life back together in a predictable way to help you navigate this hell that you're living right now, so that you can step by step put the pieces in place so that this moment doesn't beat you or define you. Okay, so here's the deal. I know that you've already tried lots of things, and if they haven't worked for you, I need you to know that it has everything to do with their approach, and it isn't an indication that you're going to be stuck like this forever. So rather than just plugging you into a cookie cutter one-step-fits-all program, we invite you to come out to a 2-day retreat. Disengage from the chaos of what's going on in your pain for a little bit, to introduce you to our program and to get the ball rolling. We take one-on-one time with you, learning about you and your unique situation as we begin to help you put a plan together to come out of the fog. We help you decide on a clear plan and path forward, leaning heavily into an understanding of who you are at your core by taking a deep dive into what makes you, you. During this retreat, you'll meet with me and my team as we collect information about your personality, your history, and your goals. This entire process is supported by testing using our proprietary assessments that we developed through years of scientific study, research, and testing. Among the other things that you're going to learn my unique way of understanding personality that will change the way that you look at yourself, what has happened to bring you to this point in your life, and those around you permanently. You're never going to see people the same way again. As we come to understand you on a personal, mental, and emotional level, you end up with a tailored, personalized program developed for you and your goals that will not only help you get out of the pain that you're currently in, but also provide you with a step-by-step roadmap of how to move forward from this point in your life. So exactly how do we go about doing that? By understanding your personality and the unchangeable aspects of your personality, learning how to balance the stressors and resources amidst the increasing demands that are now placed upon you, by learning how to rewire the subconscious beliefs shaping your life and relationships, by knowing what your brain needs to function optimally, and learning how to find the safety, security, and sense of mattering that's essential for every human, especially now that you're single, you can learn to better navigate this new landscape that you find yourself in. Part of what's probably driving you crazy right now is that you know that you're better than this, and it's killing you to feel so broken. Well, it's not a sign of weakness that you're having a difficult time managing this on your own. You cannot and should not be doing this alone, which is why my program is configured to provide you both with one-on-one support from trained professionals and also a tight-knit group of people who know exactly what you're going through and who are there to support you on your journey as you support them on theirs. What way too many people don't get about what you're going through is the profound loss and associated grief that are associated with a painful breakup. You could try to change your situation by reading a book, listening to more podcasts, scouring YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google, or any and all other online resources. Or you could talk to an expert, someone who's actually going to help you learn exactly what to do and how to implement that knowledge and those skills and provide you the support to do so. You literally cannot get this information anywhere else. Why? Because I literally wrote the book on it. This program is built on my proprietary framework. I did the trial and error and sifted through all of the noise and garbage out there so that you don't have to do that. You know what it's like to be stuck in the golden handcuffs of almost good enough. It's really difficult for most people to leave a situation that is at least numbing part of the pain of loneliness and routine, that is meeting at least a portion of our needs, to brave the scary unknown. However, you found yourself where you are. You've either had the courage or had the courage thrust upon you to get you out of a situation that wasn't working. You've been through failed relationships and are now either trying to recover from the hurt and pain that you experienced, or you're trying to navigate the disillusionment of trying to figure out where to go from here. Chances are pretty darn good that if you knew how, you wouldn't be scouring for answers right now. But the simple fact that you haven't given up on a better tomorrow is proof that there's still a ray of hope. And what I want you to know is that there's a very good reason for that hope. And I want to fan the spark of those embers into a blazing fire. The relationship that you're trying to recover from right now ended for a reason. In fact, it probably ended for several reasons, right? Incompatibility is always the top reason people report for divorcing. Growing apart, not being able to talk to each other, lack of commitment, conflict, infidelity, substance abuse are some of the other common culprits. Whatever the reason or reasons, the relationship ended because it wasn't working for you or for them or for both of you. And here's something that I think is really important for you to understand. There's some really sad research that shows that for most people, life is no better in the short run following a breakup. Studies have shown that unhappy married people don't automatically become happier or more healthy just by divorcing. There's a lot more that has to happen in order for that transition to be made. One study in particular showed that divorce itself didn't make unhappily married spouses personally happier or reduce depression or increase personal mastery or self-esteem. The fact is that divorce depression is a very real thing. People experiencing life events like divorce are 2.5 to 9.4 times more likely to develop depression. For those already struggling, it frequently increases or worsens their symptoms. You might find yourself internalizing the rejection as a sign of your personal worth. You might be wondering, am I even lovable? Or you might be wondering, what was wrong with me? Why didn't I see it? Or perhaps you're one of those people who saw warning signs and ignored them, and now you're thinking, I should have known better. So what's the difference between those who go through what you're going through and end up worse off, and those who actually go from the golden handcuffs of almost good enough to actually being better off? Well, let me tell you, this proven approach will make all the difference. I really want to change how hard it is for people to navigate the process of actually coming through this moment better off than the reasons that ended you up here in the first place. Because while it is very hard, it does not have to be so difficult. This is an extremely personalized approach, completely tailored to your personality, your attachment style, your love language, your communication and conflict patterns and styles, and your core beliefs that are either healthy or that will need to be tweaked. I want to tell you about the clients who I see thrive. The ones that I see thrive are those who are really ready to make changes, who completely invest themselves into the process and are ready to really figure out what didn't and what currently hasn't been working and why it hasn't been working, and most importantly, what will. You literally do not have to have all the answers. There are three things that are required to change. The first one is willingness. No one else can do this step for you. You have to be willing to work through this pain and do your part to heal and to move forward. The second thing that is required is education. You can't do what you don't know. So you have to learn what you need to do in order to be able to move forward. And the third one is practice. You shouldn't be good at this yet. Getting good at anything requires practice. We will give you all of the tools and provide you with all of the support that it's going to take to get good at this new reality that you find yourself in. I'm not trying to insinuate that this is going to be easy, but you've been in this pain for long enough, and you've likely been inundated with information and advice up to this point. But no one has provided you with real answers and practical solutions that have actually worked up to this point or that will work. You can't sit still because you're either slipping backwards or you're moving forward. There is no in between with this. Facing a painful breakup or divorce can feel overwhelming, but it's also a powerful opportunity for personal growth and for renewal. Our program is designed to support you through this transition, helping you heal and rediscover your strength. By joining us, you're going to find a community of support and resources tailored to rebuilding your life with hope and promise. Remember, this moment in your life right now is the beginning of a new chapter, and it's filled with possibilities and opportunities for happiness. Now, I know that many of you still won't take advantage of this opportunity, and I get it. It's really challenging to have the energy or the emotional resources to do anything more than just survive when you're struggling like you are right now. So even trying to have the energy to do something that will help you can feel super overwhelming. A lot of people stay stuck for the exact same reasons. Either they're overwhelmed and don't feel like they have the time, or they don't want to spend the money right now, or they don't trust that this program will help them after trying so many things that haven't, or they aren't through the grieving process yet, and part of them doesn't feel ready to move forward. And there are so many more people that don't even know that effective help actually exists. The good news is that I've already solved all of these problems for you. You do not have to have the answers. Literally, all you have to do is show up each week and I will walk you through the process. I've created a program that cannot fail if you put in the work and do your part in your personal life. So right now, you have two options. Option one, you can sit on this, do your own research, watch, wait, and keep doing more of what already hasn't been working. Or option two offers you the opportunity to reclaim control, even power over your life again, and experience peace and happiness after your painful divorce or breakup. You can create a path filled with better days ahead and a renewed sense of fulfillment. I get that your bandwidth is limited and your time is valuable, but it's not nearly as valuable right now as it's going to be 6 months from now, when you're potentially in a more desperate state and when you could have already been well on your way. I always make the joke that I want to meet with you now and not when you're on your second divorce. And this is why I want to offer you the opportunity to talk to me about how I can help you. While it's true that you may not be able to change your current situation overnight, you do have complete control over how you navigate this moment. We are here to help you avoid becoming a bad statistic. The C.O.R.E Connection program that I've developed can help you recover and thrive. And we do this by nurturing the most important connection that you have right now. And that is the connection that you have with yourself. As long as you are at odds within yourself, nothing else is going to change. So please, if you're interested, click on the link below, schedule a call with me, and let's get you going. And if this doesn't turn out to be the right choice for you, I'll provide $1,000 in real-world value as compensation for your time. Although no one has ever claimed it before, it is part of my commitment to ensuring your satisfaction. I do have one rule. Before I give you the link to book a call, there's one more thing that I want to talk to you about. You really do need to be at a point where you're willing to receive help. This program is a combination of proven research-backed information and skills and an individualized plan designed and built for what is specifically going on in your life right now. Even though you don't know it yet, this is the difference that you've been searching for to discover the best plan of action to get you what it is that you've actually always wanted. I can't wait to show you how our C.O.R.E Connection program can help you get back on your feet and more grounded and in control of your life and future than ever before. So if you're ready, it's time to get back in the driver's seat, rather than letting life be the driver as it carries you along. So use the link below to schedule a call. The fact that you're seeing this video right now means that we're in the process of filling a new group. We have our calendar open right now for 10 spots. We only accept 10 people at a time so that we can work intimately with you. So if you don't see a time that works, please email us at slade.assist@denimslade.com. That's slade.assst@denimslade.com, so that we can open up custom availability for you. I'm really excited for you to learn this information, and I'm really excited to meet you. So I look forward to our call.